Obviously, people really clung. You talked about memes online and stuff. They really took to his competitive nature and, for lack of a better word, his sort of pettiness. Um, is that something you knew as a beat reporter, as someone engulfed in that, culture at that point? Was it something that was hidden well that he wasn't necessarily?
Oh, absolutely. No, no, that wasn't it. And that's why people say, well, you're going to see a side of Michael that you've never seen. It's going to change your perspective. Not if you were paying attention,
Mhm.
and not if you were really being objective about it and looking and seeing and noticing. Some of this pettiness was right there on display in the post game press conferences.
Yeah.
He could be petty, and so if you were paying attention, this is who he's always been. So it's not that we're seeing an aspect of him, which we're seeing a little more honesty and just the benefit of perspective and time from him. And he's been a little bit more introspective than normally, but all those aspects of his personality, those were on display the whole time. And what wasn't on display had certainly been written about.
Right. Do you think this is a very specific question, but you're the only man I know I could ask it and get the right answer. Do you think LeBron taking over Space Jam bothers him deep down?
No, and honestly, I don't know. It's just a guess on my part. I mean, I do think LeBron taking over some of his place in general in the culture,
Hmm.
right, is something that probably irks him. And I do think that's one of the reasons that he gave the green light to revisiting this footage from 1997, 98 and doing this project. I do think he feels a little threatened and that there's nothing that he can do. If it were 20 years ago, he probably would have come back out of retirement to try to reclaim the throne. He
Yep.
knows that's not a possibility now. But what he can do, he's got this archive, and he knows he can snap his fingers and bring the sporting world's attention to him.
Yeah.
And so that's his rebuttal to it, is this whole project. I think this is an answer and say, okay, for anyone that's too young, we've got a whole generation now that came up and didn't get to see me when I was doing this in the 90s. I'm going to show you why they're still selling hundreds of millions of my shoes every year.
Yeah. It really did put to sleep the GOAT question for quite some time. I think we know the answer right now.
Exactly. And more why too. Not just like, okay, yeah, this guy's a GOAT, but I think you're getting a sense for why.